She was already exhausted before the day truly began, standing at the crowded bus stop with her 6-year-old daughter clinging to her hand, the weight of unpaid bills heavy in her bag and heavier in her heart, when she noticed him stumble near the roadside cafe, a well-dressed man gripping his chest as if something invisible was crushing him from the inside, his face pale, eyes wide with fear, and in that split second when everyone else hesitated, thinking it was none of their business, thinking someone else would help, she dropped everything, told her daughter to stay close, and ran to him without a second thought, because poverty had taken many things from her but never her humanity, and she remembered the first aid lessons she once learned long ago, kneeling beside him, asking simple questions, calling for help, steadying his breathing, refusing to let him collapse into panic or death, her voice calm even though her hands trembled, while strangers finally gathered and an ambulance wailed in the distance, and as paramedics rushed in and took over, the man's eyes met hers with a gratitude so raw it almost hurt, but she didn't wait for thanks, didn't give her name, didn't even look back as she walked away holding her daughter again, because heroes don't always know they are heroes, and life for her moved fast, straight back to reality, double shifts at the diner, counting coins at night, comforting her daughter when she asked why life was so hard, until days later when a black luxury car stopped outside her workplace and everyone stared as a man in a tailored suit stepped out, not the weak stranger she remembered but confident, powerful, and searching, his eyes scanning until they found her, widening with recognition and disbelief, and when he spoke her name, how he had found it through the hospital and the cafe staff, she realized this was no ordinary man, but she still didn't know the truth, that he was the CEO of a multinational company, a man who controlled millions, who sat in boardrooms where decisions shaped lives, yet here he was standing humbly in front of her, thanking her not with money or gifts but with words that trembled more than his voice had during the attack, telling her she hadn't just saved his life but changed it, because when he lay in the hospital afterward, he realized how empty his world was despite all the success, how no one had rushed to him with genuine care the way she had, and as days turned into conversations into quiet meetings over coffee, something unexpected grew between them, respect first, then admiration, then a connection that ignored class, status, and fear, yet conflict followed closely behind, because his world was not kind to women like her, and when the truth finally came out, when she learned who he really was, she tried to pull away, convinced she didn't belong in his life, convinced she would only be a burden, but he refused to let her disappear the way she had that first day, telling her that love doesn't ask for permission from society, that strength isn't measured by wealth but by courage, and when his board questioned him, when whispers and judgments rose, he stood firm, not as a CEO but as a man who had been saved twice, once by her hands, and once by her heart, proving that sometimes destiny hides miracles inside ordinary people, and the poor single mom who once felt invisible became the woman who redefined his success, not by standing beside his power, but by reminding him what truly mattered, and if this story moved you, inspired you, or reminded you that kindness can change lives in ways money never can, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because more powerful stories like this, stories of hope, love, and unexpected miracles, are waiting for you, and your support helps keep them alive.